VR review. It's an Audi R18. This is a weird one because it's not great. It's not very welcoming. There's this stuff around my head that's in the way. No matter how still I try and keep, I'm always clipping it. There is the tiniest viewport through the middle there of where the windscreen is, and yet VR has this capacity of transporting you to something you would normally not otherwise be able to do, and this is unlike any other car I've been in. It's giving me an experience that I'm not sure I could. I wouldn't get the same feeling out of seeing this in a pancake view, but being in here, seeing how cramped it is, seeing there's 2 rows of dials up there to hit, the rearview mirror is built into the car. It's a cockpit. It's a real, this wheel is insane. It's just so many buttons and the little display on it. There's really no room to move. If I move down any further, I can't see, and I feel like I'm looking straight at that wheel. If I move up too high to try and get a view of the road, well, the road disappears because my little porthole is not deep enough. Looking at the arrow out the side there is hilarious, that I can stick my head through and have a look. Escape these confines. I'm way across to the right hand side of the car, which just feels weird, but it's fascinating to be in here. The carbon fiber's great. It's a little bit dark, like it really struggled in the pits, but once you're out here and you got the sun playing on it, looks glorious. Let's drive it. I've not really driven this at all. I assume it's an absolute planted beast. Oh my god, as we go down the dip, I can't see anything. It's a very low revving, so I can't tell when to shift. Luckily the shift lights are on the wheel. I like that because you can always see that. Yeah, it's intense. I'm not sure it lasts 15-minute lap, 15-minute race, let alone some sort of endurance race in this much confined space. Whoa, it's twitchy too. The sound, of course, in VR you get the sound spatial, and this car just envelops you in a crazy sound. You feel claustrophobic in here. If I duck a little lower, maybe down this hill, the road won't disappear. Let's try this again. Right here. Yeah, look at that. It still disappeared for a bit, didn't it? That's crazy. It's sort of skittish too around here. These bumps, let's try and unsettle it. Yeah, look at that. This is an absolute monster, and the VR cabin conveys that. I don't think I'd have very much fun in here. I don't have the skill to handle something like this. On a test drive day, sure, give it a go. Just get a sense of what one of these beasts is like in here. But I wouldn't want to spend more than 5 minutes just stuffing about in here. It's just too intense. That's just my take on it. Look, if you're good enough and you enjoy the absolute tension of this much car around you, then all things considered, it's pretty drivable. Like, you can still, for that tiny viewport, you can see quite well. For the distance to the beginning of the windscreen there, because this shaft is so short to the wheel, you can still see quite well through there. I don't have to use the virtual mirror, obviously there it is, but that's the built-in one is fantastic. I'd want to find somewhere else for that. There looks to be plenty of room over here, so all this black space. Yeah, look, there's plenty of room. Even if you want it down lower, you can have it down there. There's your passenger side. Not that there's any room for a passenger, but it's claustrophobic and cramped, which is what it's supposed to be. That means I wouldn't enjoy being in it for very long, but I understand it. It has absolutely captured this crazy beast, and all respect to those who do 12-hour races in this thing, but not for me, thanks.